So, what if I told you Donald Trump didn't pardon Diddy, not because of justice, but because of the darkest, most twisted, politically driven forces you could ever imagine? What if I told you that Trump's refusal to free Diddy wasn't about Diddy's crimes, but about a much bigger, more sinister game being played, one that's been simmering under the surface for years, involving the Zionist elite, deep secrets about Jeffrey Epstein, and the shocking truth about why Trump really hates black people? Buckle up, because this explosive truth is about to come out, and you won't believe who's been pulling the strings all along. This is the truth, folks. Not the sugar-coated, media-friendly version of things, but the ugly reality of what's been happening behind closed doors. Donald Trump, yes, the same man who claims to be the voice of the people, has been hiding some of the most shocking secrets. But Dr. Umar, in a tell-all confession, just revealed the ugly truth about why Trump's refusal to pardon Sean Diddy Combs isn't just a simple political move. It's a calculated decision driven by something far more sinister, far darker, and it's been unfolding for years. And yes, you guessed it, this is deeply intertwined with his deep-rooted hatred for black people and his unholy alliances with some of the world's most dangerous and manipulative players. Let's start with the first bombshell that Dr. Umar dropped. Donald Trump is a racist. This isn't just about Diddy's case or his legal issues. Dr. Umar revealed that this goes deep into Trump's soul, his family history, and the way he was raised. And it's ugly, folks. Dr. Umar pulled back the curtain on Trump's past, telling us that Trump's racist tendencies didn't just emerge from nowhere. Oh no, he's been shaped by generations of hate. You see, Trump didn't just wake up one day and decide to be a bigot. He was born into it. His father, Fred Trump, was a well-known racist, and his grandfather, Frederick Trump, who emigrated to America from Germany, was notorious for his racist views as well. You want to talk about family legacies? Well, Trump's legacy is tied to one of unabashed racism. Dr. Umar pulled no punches, calling out not only Trump but his entire family for their systemic discrimination against black people in New York real estate. Let's just say Trump didn't inherit a mansion of opportunity, he inherited hate.
And we know Donald Trump is a racist. He's a bigot. He can't stand black people. We know that. He has a whole history of racism. His father was a racist. His grandfather, Frederick Trump, who immigrated to America from Germany, because Trump is a second-generation American, okay, if you don't count the first generation, the arriving generation. But his grandfather, who immigrated here, Frederick Trump, he couldn't stand black folks.
Now I know what you're thinking. Does this mean Trump's rejection of Diddy's pardon is personal? Oh, it gets worse. It's not just about Trump being a racist, it's about his allegiance to Zionist powers. That's right, the Zionist agenda plays a huge role in this scandalous story. According to Dr. Umar, Trump is no more than a puppet in the hands of the Zionists. Now I know you're wondering, who are these Zionists? Well, they are powerful, shadowy figures who have control over Trump, and I mean real control. It's not just a little influence here and there. These Zionists are blackmailing Trump and keeping him in check, according to Dr. Umar. In exchange for Trump's loyalty, the Zionists are making sure his biggest, darkest secrets, like his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein, are kept under wraps. In short, Trump's refusal to free Diddy is tied directly to his relationship with the Zionist elites who control him.
As I told you before, Donald Trump is a crash dummy for the Zionists. Israel is the capital of the United States of America. Let me say this again. Donald Trump is a crash dummy for the Zionists. Israel is the capital of the United States of America.
Hold on, because Dr. Umar is saying something deeply disturbing here. Trump is controlled by the Zionists, his every move dictated by them, and they are the ones who make the calls. What does this mean for Diddy? Well, if Trump pardons Diddy, he risks exposing himself as sympathetic to sexual predators. And that's a problem when you've got deep skeletons in your own closet. You see, Trump is involved with Jeffrey Epstein, and we all know the filthy underbelly of that relationship. Trump is tangled in Epstein's world, and if he lets Diddy out of jail, it could expose everything. This is a political decision, not a moral one. Now, let's talk about Trump's personal scandals. We all know Trump's not exactly a saint, right? But the things Dr. Umar revealed go beyond what we've seen in the media. Over 24 women have accused Trump of sexual harassment. 24 women, to be exact. Yes, you heard that right, 24. And the truth about Trump's past actions isn't as far away as you think. Just before his second presidential debate against Hillary Clinton, Trump was caught on tape making disgusting remarks about women. And it wasn't some fake news rumor. This was a real tape, with Trump openly bragging about how his power and fame gave him the right to do whatever he wanted to women, including grabbing them by the genitals.
Donald Trump was caught on tape saying what, Art? They want you to do it to them. When you have power and you famous, you can do whatever you want. You can go right up to them and grab their vagina.
We all remember that infamous tape. Trump's voice was unmistakable, arrogant, unapologetic, and utterly disgusting. Now, with a cloud of sexual harassment accusations surrounding him, Trump's reputation is on the line. The last thing he needs is to have any connection to other sexual predators. And that's exactly what Diddy represents in the eyes of the Zionists and Trump's handlers. By pardoning Diddy, Trump could expose himself as just another sympathetic predator. That's why he had to make the hard call, not for justice, not for morality, but to save face and avoid looking like a hypocrite.
He just paid a woman in 2023, Art, $5 million for sexual harassment. Now, to be honest, he was not found guilty of grooming her, though. That don't mean he didn't. It means the civil jury did not feel that she established enough evidence that Donald Trump had in fact groomed her.
I don't know about you, but paying $5 million to settle a sexual harassment case in 2023 sounds like someone who's guilty of something, right? Sure, the jury didn't find him criminally guilty, but the fact that he settled and handed over millions of dollars to make the problem go away speaks volumes. And it makes you wonder, what else is Trump hiding?
So, Art, do you really think with the Jeffrey Epstein files floating around, do you really think with the Zionists who got Donald Trump in a headlock right now, you really think he wants to pardon somebody whose case is as popular and prevalent as a Sean Combs? That would make him look like he's sympathetic to predators and not to their victims.
So, here's the deal. Trump is caught between a rock and a hard place. The Zionists are holding him hostage. If he makes the wrong move, if he pardons Diddy, he could lose everything: his reputation, his political career, and even his freedom. The truth about Diddy's situation is only the surface of this complex web of power, blackmail, and betrayal. But for Trump, the stakes are too high. He can't afford to make the wrong choice, not when his own skeletons are in the closet. Dr. Umar has opened a floodgate of secrets, revealing the deep, dark, and sinister forces behind Trump's actions. His refusal to pardon Diddy wasn't about Diddy at all. It was about Trump's survival and the powerful elites who control his every move. Now let's dive deeper, because what Dr. Umar reveals next is going to send shockwaves through everything you thought you knew about Trump, Diddy, and the Zionist control that's been shaping his every decision. If you think Trump is just a puppet being controlled by powerful people,
you can't afford that, bro. Donald Trump is paranoid, Art. Why you think you saw him on camera the other day? Did you see him when he pushed Netanyahu's chair in? Did you see that? You don't ever see Trump. When you ever see Donald Trump humble in front of anybody? You've never seen. This is the first time I've seen Donald Trump humble himself in the presence of another man.
You're right, but it's not just any puppet master. It's a dangerous web of power that goes far beyond anything we could imagine. And remember, this isn't just about Trump's refusal to free Diddy. It's about how far he's willing to go to keep his dirty secrets buried. When Dr. Umar says that Trump is a crash dummy for the Zionists, he's telling us how deep the rabbit hole goes. And that's where it gets really, really interesting. So picture this. Trump is sitting on a pile of skeletons, the Epstein files, the sexual harassment accusations, and all the connections that link him to some of the most powerful and corrupt figures in the world. The Zionists have got him in a headlock, and they're using it to make sure he plays by their rules. Now, do you see why pardoning Diddy is more than just a simple decision? Oh no, it's a massive political gamble, and Trump can't afford to lose. Let's just pause and absorb what Dr. Umar is saying here. Donald Trump, humble? Since when? This is the same man who strutted around on his campaign trail like a king, with power, arrogance, and an ego the size of the Empire State Building. But when he was in the presence of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, Trump humbled himself. He pushed Netanyahu's chair in and walked away from him as if he was the subordinate. That's right, Trump, the man who thinks he's untouchable, was forced to submit to Netanyahu. This was not a random act, it was a power play, a reminder of who really holds the strings. What's happening here? The Zionists are in control, and they're telling Trump what to do, when to do it, and how to act. And trust me, they have their fingers on every dirty little secret Trump has ever tried to bury. Do you see why he can't afford to upset the apple cart by pardoning Diddy? He's too scared to make any moves that could expose him or make him look like a hypocrite, especially with his dark ties to Epstein and the world of sex trafficking. But wait, there's more. Dr. Umar doesn't just leave us hanging with these stunning revelations. He takes it even further. The connection between Trump, Epstein, and the Zionists is so tight, so complex, that it practically defines Trump's every move. The world of Jeffrey Epstein, that infamous pedophile ring and its high-profile connections, is something Trump has been tangled in for years. The thing is, the Zionists are protecting him. They've got his back, but only because he's doing their bidding. So, what does that mean for Diddy? It means that Trump is walking on eggshells. He's too afraid to let Diddy out of jail because it could send the wrong signal and shine a light on his own compromising secrets. Dr. Umar paints this picture so vividly. You almost feel the weight of Trump's paranoia as he cowers in the face of the Zionist control. If he makes a wrong move, it's game over. Impeachment, disgrace, and prison could be the end result if he steps out of line. The plot thickens, doesn't it? Epstein wasn't just some rich financier with a sick hobby. No, he was a pawn in a much bigger game. Epstein was a deep cover operative working for the Israeli Secret Service, tasked with collecting blackmail on everyone from politicians to business moguls. It wasn't just about the money, the girls, or the luxury. It was about the control. And guess who else is in this game? Donald Trump. That's right, Trump was no innocent bystander. He was part of the web that Epstein was spinning, and he knew it. And that's why he's so desperate to stay on the good side of the Zionists. They've got dirt on him that could destroy his life in an instant. So, what does this mean for Diddy? Why is Trump holding him back from freedom? It's all about power. Diddy's case could reveal far more than anyone thinks. If Trump opens that door, it's a landmine waiting to explode. It's not just about Diddy being a sexual predator. It's about what that symbolizes. It's about Trump's own ties to Epstein, his own history of sexual harassment, and the political motivations that are dictating his every decision. If Trump pardons Diddy, it's a signal to the world that he's weak, and more importantly, that he might be sympathetic to predators. That's the last thing he can afford when the Zionists are watching his every move. But the most shocking part of all of this is that it's not even about Diddy, or Epstein, or Trump's sexual history. This is about control, manipulation. The Zionists are pulling the strings, and everyone else is just a pawn in their game. This is how the world works. The people in power don't play fair. They blackmail, they control, and they win. And now, Trump is stuck. His fate is sealed. He has no choice but to play along, no matter how dirty the game gets. The only way he survives is by doing what the Zionists want him to do, and that includes keeping Diddy in jail. Now you know the truth. The truth about why Trump didn't pardon Diddy. It's all about power, control, and the secrets that could destroy him. And the Zionists? They've got it all figured out. But here's the question we all need to ask ourselves. Who else is out there playing the game? Who's pulling the strings behind Trump, behind the Zionists, behind everything? Well, that's the next part of the story that we'll have to uncover, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned. The world is much darker than we think.